does everyone think EPCOT is the best place for pizza?
Princess and Bear here today. We are indeed at EPCOT, specifically the Italy Pavilion, because it's time to go back to
Via Napoli.
Yes, I'm not being kidnapped, but we are going back here because it's your number one choice in foodie infotainment. We're here to try the food so you don't have to. Remember, she's vegan. I'm not. Let's go get a piece of pie.
It's time to foodie and chill. You know what's great about this focaccia? It's vegan. And if you go to Tony's Town Square, they used to have vegan focaccia, and now they don't. So if you want, as a vegan, to eat a focaccia bread, this is the place to go. There is a better bread, actually, at Marie and Enzo's, but it's not focaccia. Tastes fresh baked, tastes delicious. If I could dip it in some balsamic, I would, but if not, it's fine. I love this. I would give it a 4.75 out of 5 breads. It gives good bread. And there's rosemary in it.
Now, this Via Napoli is a patina restaurant. It's the same group that owns Tutto Italia. It's the same one that owns Marie and Enzo's Hideaway. What's the one with the pizza? Pizza Ponte. Pizza Ponte, also part of that group. The Italy booth. Space 220. We'll forget one more. Morimoto. So they do a lot of different things. Edison's the one I was thinking about. So all the same group, they all do things slightly differently. So we're glad we can come here and get the focaccia because the princess dreams about these little sticks of bread. We've got them in different orientations, but mostly it's remained the same. I love the pillowiness of it. Now, they didn't just give us the bread, they're also dippings with it. So we have the marinara sauce, and then there's also a little like half genie's lamp thing of olive oil as well, if that's your bag. But this is good bread to share at the table. I give it a 4 out of 5 claws. Even as somebody who's lactose intolerant, I am willing to risk it for the biscuit when something's pretty. I'm not walls up lactose intolerant. There's some levels of cheese that my body is willing to accept and a level of survival I'm willing to deal with on a personal level. If I end up on the bathroom floor at the end of the night, then well, that's nobody's fault but my own. Mozzarella, though, is one of those cheeses that I can't have, and I will eat that with reckless abandon. So when I saw mozzarella caprese on here, well, I couldn't resist. Now, I didn't expect it to come in it was basically a stack of mozzarella and fresh sliced tomato, a little bit of like salt in there, this crisscross of balsamic, and you got a little bit of pesto here on the side. It's beautiful, but in order to be eaten, it's got to be destroyed. Give it a little cut, like it was a burger. And I'm just going to take a little bit of cheese, a little bit of the pesto, a little bit of balsamic. That's one of those like fresh snacks that if I had the wherewithal to do this all the time, I could sit down in front of like an hour-long show and just nibble on caprese. Easily. That is a 4.5 out of 5 claws. The freshness of it really comes through, and it's just like that spark of hitting all the basics correctly.
This is one of the few times where I literally get to toss my own salad. This, you have to order for a minimum of 2. You gotta toss the salad though, so everybody gets to enjoy all the flavors. A basic toss for me, not a full toss, as I'm making a mess with my toss, because that's what I do. I'm a messy tosser. Now you can see my plate and my mess. I'm sorry. Let me grab some lettuce here. Let's see how well it's dressed. I feel like it's medium dressed and it could use a little bit more dressing. I'd probably get some more on the side, but it's very fresh and I like the balsamic dressing. So I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5 salads. It still tosses my salad, but not as well as I would like it to be tossed by an Italian.
A nice house salad. Now, the house salad here is $9 per person. The princess at a minimum of 2. I don't know how I feel about a per-person salad charge for a house salad. So between 2 people, that's $18 for a house salad. I don't know about that. I do like the dressing and the freshness, though. Me and the princess, we have like similar taste in salad, but I like my salad dressing like as light as possible. Like I want the aura of dressing on my salad, but I don't want my salad to be too wet. This is good level for me. I would give that a 3.25 out of 5 plus.
I want to say this is our 3rd or 4th time having the vegan cheese pizza here at Via Napoli. This is the individual size. You can get it in all sizes. So if you are a all vegan family and you want a family size vegan cheese pizza or margherita, or you want a bunch of freaking veggies on there, they got you here at Via Napoli. The water is imported, the flour is imported, everything is attempted to be as authentic as possible. So what I'm going to do, though I'm usually like the girl that grabs the biggest crust piece, I'm not doing that this time. I'm going to grab, one of these sciencey pieces, because we're eating for science here. I'm going to do 2 bites. My first bite is just going to be a regular bite of the Delle cheese pizza. This is like when you ask for extra cheese. Like they put so much Delle cheese that it stuck to my teeth. The first time that we did a review here, the server actually told us they made their own vegan cheese, which threw me for a loop. But ever since then, we've learned it's Delle cheese and it has always been Delle cheese. So that bite on its own, I'm going to give like a 3 out of 5 pizzas. It's not, I don't know. I still feel like Trattoria del Forno is the best place for vegan pizza, and I think that still remains. I'm gonna put some pocket parm on here just to like zhuzh up the bite and give you guys one more attempt. But I really feel, even though everyone says it's the best place, I really feel Trattoria is the best. Yeah, I don't think pocket parm changes my opinion at all. I think that this is probably, I know it's blasphemous to say, because most of you guys really believe in your truest Disney hearts that this is the best place to get pizza. I'm here to tell you, Trattoria del Forno would run circles around this place. And I don't think imported ingredients helps it. I don't. Because it's just Delle cheese at the end of the day. But you can make it nice. And they don't, in my opinion, I think. And I like brick oven pizza is literally my favorite pizza. But like, when Mama Melrose was open, I thought Mama Melrose was better than this. And this just makes me miss Mama Melrose. I can go to Pizza Window and order a full-size pizza, or I can go to Trattoria, order to go, or just order there. And I think that is really the better choice, at least for vegans. I don't think that it's the same for vegetarians, proletarians, pescatarians, and otherwise. But like for vegan, I think Trattoria is better than this. So for me, I'm gonna give this a 3.75 out of 5 pizzas. It's slightly above average, but it is not better than Trattoria.
Pizza and theme parks. It's a very nuanced discussion, even amongst the plant-based and dairy-free community. Good pizza is very touch and go. You find places that would do certain things well. We frequently don't find that there's a place that does everything well. That's no truer than here. This place has probably had vegan cheese on pizza longer than any other place I can remember in Disney parks. So I think it gets a lot of love that way, but it does not make it the best just because it was first. Or even had it the longest, for that matter. What I will give them props here for is that they probably put more vegan cheese on the pizza than any place in Walt Disney World. So if you like your vegan cheese pizzas extra cheesy, but be that a plus or a minus for some people, This is definitely the cheesiest. I like the brick oven flavor. The crust here has been always sort of like hit and miss for me. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I hate it. This time, I don't necessarily love it. I think, honestly, see, it's different for vegan pizzas. My opinions on best pizza at Walt Disney World is different from vegan pizzas than it is like a pizza that I would normally eat. I would say Trattoria is better. But I think it's because the crust is better. The crust here is barely better than cardboard. Imported flour or not, I like the amount of cheese. I don't like the crust, which lends it really somewhere in the middle for me. So I'm giving it like a 3.25 out of 5 claws.
What about Blaze?
I think Blaze Pizza at Disney Springs deserves to throw its hat in the ring when it comes to vegan pizzas. And I like the sauce. The sauce is better at Blaze, but I think their crust is some of the weakest on property as well. Though I would say it's better than the crust here. So I guess I would pick Blaze over here. But I guess it would also depend on my mood. I would take a Blaze pizza over this. I would. This is probably one of the most ridiculous pizzas on Walt Disney World property. It is my favorite pizza on property. Really by default. This is the Prosciutto E Melone pizza. It is a prosciutto and cantaloupe. This pizza has changed a few times since we've come here. In the beginning, it was like curved balls of cantaloupe that just kind of rolled around the pizza. The last 2 times we've come here to get pizza, it's the thick shavings of prosciutto, and then you have the big slices of the cantaloupe underneath, on top of a bit of arugula, and then a white sauce underneath. The combination of prosciutto and melon, heavenly. And I have yet to find a place that does it better than this, for this specific kind of pizza. The sweet and saltiness of the prosciutto and the melon is something that I like. I cannot replicate that flavor anywhere else. I've had prosciutto and melon one other place, but it wasn't a pizza. I forget what it was. I have to go back through our video log and see what it is. But this is still my favorite pizza on property. However, it's only my favorite pizza on property because California Grill still no longer has the most hated pizza on Disney World property. And yes, I am talking about the duck pizza they have with its anniversary. The rest of you are haters. I loved it, and I wanted to come back. That was delicious pizza. It was a duck orange pizza, and it was absolutely amazing. If you didn't get the pizza because, it's not worth the prefix price, you missed out. This, though, is still really, really, really good. So if I had to pick my favorite pizza on property, it is this. But if they had my duck pizza at California Grill, I would pick California Grill as my favorite pizza place. And they don't even specialize in pizza, bar none. Now, if we're going theme park pizza, I know I'm kind of on a rant right now. I'll give the popular opinion, Pizza Moon Crust is better.
What?
I said it. Pizza Moon Crust is by far better.
Than Via Napoli?
Than Via Napoli. Pizza Moon Crust, leagues beyond what you get at a Disney crust anywhere on property. Go to Pizza Moon.
What?
You get boxes now. Don't look at me like that. I know a lot of you are judging me right now. It's fine. I'm wrong sometimes. Not this time, but I'm wrong sometimes.
I cannot come to Italy and not get wine. You got to sit here for a while and enjoy some wine. We got a gorge Pinot Noir. Cheers. I really enjoy this Pinot Noir because it's not too heavy. It's like a light-bodied Pinot Noir. And it just mixes well with everything that we order, whether it's light or heavy. I really enjoy it. It has like some really light cherry notes to it. It's just kind of like more grape than cherry, I would say. But there is a little bit of cherry in there. I enjoy it. I would give it a 3.75 out of 5 wines. It makes me feel pretty fine.
Officially, I would consider myself a Disney adult. The negative and the positive confirm Disney adult. Now, as a Disney adult, I drink adult beverages. So I was looking at the menu. I couldn't decide. Something that starts with A sounds fine enough for me. And Amaretto Sour, really, it was the maker's mark that did it for me, because whiskey, anything, and you can guarantee that a bear's at least going to drink it. Amaretto, plenty of juices, a little cherry on top. I don't usually like fruit in my cocktails, but I will make exceptions for a finely crafted cocktail. Ooh, touched amaretto. Unique flavor. Maker's Mark is good. This is a good sour. If we came here to drink on the regular, I could see this replacing my now bog standard plain whiskey sour. I approve. 3.75 out of 5 plus. So when you're getting dessert here in Via Napoli, you do it homemade style. A big pan of the tiramisu. You get a nice loaf here. I think I got a corner piece. I'm not quite sure. But either way, just dive right in. Get a corner here. A ladyfinger base. Smells like tiramisu. That tastes homemade. A nice, deep, the flavors, that coffee flavor. I love the way that it's soaked through, how soft it is. It's almost like tiramisu pudding more than anything. That's how soft it is. I gotta consistency. I couldn't eat an entire portion by myself. I would need to share it, but it's still really good. I would give that a solid 4 out of 5 plus. Via Napoli, we had the pies.
Our service was better than the last time that we came when we did the no pizza challenge, but I do think that it's not the best place for pizza at Disney World, even though many people say that it is.
I still love my pizza, but I think for vegans there's some better choices across Disney World property. And like I said, favorite pizza is a very nuanced discussion, so we need to hear your nuance in the comments below. As always, if there's anything else you'd like to see us do, that will always be the place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, Bear will never eat pizza again. Where's my pizza and why?